Happy game day, friends. Mark Holmes here, getting ready, of course, for game day, and I've got to get my coleslaw ready. Now, this is what is known as freezer slaw. My mother makes freezer slaw, and literally, it is freaking fantastic. I can't do it as good as my mother, but we're going to do that, as well as get ready to make our barbecue sauce. So I got a little bit of work to do here. Now, here's what we're going to do first thing. We're going to go ahead and take our cabbage and we use cabbage, we use carrots, we use jalapeno peppers, and we use onions, we use red peppers as well in here. So that's going to be our cabbage mix. Now, I was at the store and I'm cheating a little bit here. So I got one bag of this. Some of the other ones didn't look that good. In fact, I'm going to open this one up and see how it looks. Make sure it looks okay. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. But I'm going to add to this my onions and peppers and things and all that. So we got just regular cabbage, but you know we mark eyes everything. Now here's what we need to do, because we don't want to have soggy coleslaw. So what we do is we're going to take about 3 cups of water. We're going to get that boiled with about 2 tablespoons of salt, and we're going to pour that over it for and let it rest for about an hour. And what it's going to do is it's going to do this. It's going to do something really interesting. It's going to pull out the moisture, which is crazy when you think about you're putting water on it, and it's going to take out the moisture. Do what? But it is. It's going to pull out the excess moisture in it, and it's going to then keep the cabbage and stuff crispy. All right? So, got my onion, and I'm just going to put all this stuff in the food processor here to make it real quick and easy to grind up, because we ain't got much time. We are 3 hours away from kickoff. We got our pork shoulders out there cooking away, and they probably have about another 2 hours to go. Now, what I'm going to try and do is get the temperature out there to about 195 on pork shoulders, and I'm going to have to guesstimate because the thermometer that I got only goes up to 180. Why are you going to have a thermometer, digital thermometer, that only goes up to 180? But be that as it may. All right, so I got my water back here boiling. Next thing, we got to make our topping for it. So I need me 2 cups of sugar. So I got my 2 cups of sugar in there. Get me a cup of vinegar. And a cup of water. And if you like, you can put celery seed in it as well. Some people don't like celery seed. It's got a little bit of a bitter taste to it. You know, that's optional. All right, so we're going to get this going, and we want the sugar to dissolve in there. And then we're going to let that cool before we put it on cabbage. So let me get this stuff chopped up and ready to go. Now, the great thing about freezer slaw is you can put it in the freezer. So what you could actually do, if you want to be wise, you can go through and instead of cooking just a couple of pork shoulders, you can cook several and pull the meat, put it in a bag, put it in the freezer, and you can do the same thing with the coleslaw, the freezer slaw. You can go ahead and do that as well. You can go ahead and mix up a whole bunch of this, put it in the freezer, and come game day, take out some barbecue, take out some of the coleslaw, and you're good to go. So these are some ways to make your game day experience a little bit easier. And I did buy a head of cabbage. I'm gonna put some more cabbage to go in here as well, just to fill it up because I want to get as much as possible. Because I'm gonna put it in bags and put it in the freezer. If you're enjoying these game day videos, make sure you hit the like button. Leave me a comment and let me know some of the recipes you have. Look at that. Oh boy, look at this. You can see the onions, the carrots, the jalapenos, and I put a little cilantro into it as well, just to give it a real good taste to it. It'll have a sweet taste to it with just a little bit of spice. You see the theme here in my life is I like heat. Okay. All right. So what you get with my barbecue is you get the hot, you get the sweet combination, and we put it on a nice soft roll. Now, here's what we got to do too. We got to get our barbecue sauce going. Yeah. So I'm going to grab about 3 cups of brown sugar. And again, you can make a lot of this too because it'll last. I'm going to take the Sonic vinegar. Oh yeah. Put about half a cup of that in there. You know I don't like to use measuring cups. All right. Got to have about half a cup of Worcestershire sauce. My man who said put ketchup on the pork shoulders before you smoke them. I do use ketchup, but it's in the barbecue sauce. All right, so we got the ketchup. We need some, hold up. Had to run to the stove. Pardon me, but would you have any Grey Poupon? And I had to bite the bullet and get some more of my Chipotle chili powder. It was on sale for $7.50. It's freaking ridiculous. Freaking ridiculous. But nothing has a taste of it though. All right. And Just a little taste of red wine. Just a taste. And soy sauce. All right. You're going to stir that all together, and you're going to let that sucker simmer. Now you can play around. You can play around. This is the great thing about making your own barbecue sauce. Sometimes I'll make it with a little bit of rum in it. You can get liquid smoke if you want to in there, but I don't need any liquid smoke because I got the real thing on the stuff I got out there. And a lot of the stuff that I do, I literally do it by taste. I actually taste test. And need some more balsamic vinegar. All right. So we're gonna we're gonna warm this up. Just real slow. That's it on that one. And our water's almost ready to boil there. So that means we can be done with that. And we're just gonna let this sit for about an hour and let Mother Nature do its thing of pulling out the moisture. We'll drain it and then just pour this on. Now after this gets hot, after the sugar dissolves, I'm actually going to put it in the fridge so it'll cool down because you don't want it to be hot. Okay, that's it, man. That cooking is not that hard. Let's go check the barbecue out there. For the coleslaw to do its thing and all that, I got the barbecue sauce ready and things. I'm checking on our meats. We're up to 176, so we're getting close. Let's take a look at it here. Ooh, you can start to see the bark on here. Look at that. That bark. And oh yeah. Oh, it's, oh my, look at, oh wow. Yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot how much I missed. It's probably gonna be about 176. Probably gonna be about 2 more hours to cook to get that done, but we'll have that ready. So we're only an hour away from kickoff, and I'm debating on if I should cook some chicken wings now or if I should just wait until people get here. But then I'll be live stream, but it's okay. It's only the Washington football team. But here's what we've done. Here is our slaw right here, okay? And you can see it's been soaking this water, so we're gonna drain this out, get all of that extra moisture out, okay? Boy, that's a big chunk. That wasn't my part. That was from stuff we bought pre-done. You know, if you want something done, best to do it yourself. So by doing, look at all those colors. Look, you see those colors? You see all those colors and stuff? This is literally like a rainbow. You see the red peppers, the jalapeno peppers, the cilantro, everything in there. So we're gonna let that drain for a minute, and then we're gonna put it back in the bowl. And we have our basic sugar and vinegar water right here. We're just gonna put that on top of it, and that's it. And I'll put that in the fridge, let that, you know, get nice and chilled. And we're gonna put that on top of the barbecue. That with some of the barbecue sauce. And you can see, you see my barbecue, look at that, woo. See, I make this, it's actually a little bit thinner because I put more vinegar into it because you want it to be a little bit softer. So when you put it at the pulled pork, that it's not like caked in there, but you get that flavor. And so with the balsamic vinegar in there, which is kind of a sweet vinegar, is really, really good. The Worcestershire sauce, the sugar, the sweet taste, and of course a little bit of the cayenne pepper along with the chipotle chili powder. Just gives it kind of that really good taste. So this is, yeah, that's looking good. Okay. Boom. Boom, chocolate. Gotta push push that down in there a little bit so I get the top on it. And just let that soak. And then what you can do with this, again, is you can put it in bags, make sure you have plenty of the liquid in there, and, you know, Ziploc bags, put it in the freezer. Then when you're ready to have, you know, another game day, boom, take out some. If you make extra barbecue, you can do the same thing. And then that way you don't have to do this every single week. And then you can have like variety. So we have chicken wings and barbecue, and then, you know, we do the bang bang shrimp and stuff. It's a great mixture of having different foods and making it easy on yourself. So the barbecue, it's about 190. It's got 5 more degrees to go. And then what we're going to do with the barbecue is we're going to put that, we're going to put it in a big pan, and we're going to tent it and just let that rest. And what will happen is it'll end up getting about 10 more degrees temperature-wise in there. You really want to get to about 205, 200, 205. That's when the fibers in there really break apart, and that's where it really becomes tender. So, yeah, we're close. All right, let me go ahead and get the top for this, put this in the fridge, and go check on the barbecue. Man, I tell you what, the football god smiled on me today because it's about 75 degrees. It's sunny. It's just freaking incredible out here. So we're going to check on the barbecue. Let me turn it on and see what the... We're at 190. Okay, 190. Look at that. Woo! Look, oh, wow. That's it. That one is definitely... Oh. This is going to be good. I'm going to take these out. We're at 190. I'll give it a few more minutes, and then I'm going to go ahead and put them in the big pan, wrap it up, and let them rest. And by letting them rest, what happens is that temperature will still cook on the inside of it, and it'll help make it a little bit more tender. And let me get out here and check, make sure I got everything else ready to go. Got to get the beer cooler. All right, man. We've done all that hard work, and it has been literally 18 and a half hours. It's time to take them out so they can rest. You can see, oh my goodness. Let's turn this sucker off. There we go. Oh my goodness. Woo-wee. You see the bark on these? Mm. Oh, wow. There you go. Wow. Mm. There's a piece of it. Ooh, you see how the fat in there rendered? Mm. Oh, yeah. Number 2. Not Odell Beckham, number 2. Okay, look, here's a piece of it. Look at that. It's hot. See that smoke layer? Look at that. Look at the bark on there. Look at the... Oh. Oh. It's heaven. Mm. Woo. That's it right there, guys. So, we're going to put some foil over that. Let it rest for about half hour, and then we're going to go ahead and pull out the butt. Look. Did you see that? Hold up. I broke it. It literally just came off the bone. This is going to be good. So I'm going to go ahead and get this in there. And I got my beer cooler. I need to put some ice on it, so that way we got some cold beer. All right, we're going. Well, right now the Eagles are driving and about to score, so, you know, again, but hey, it's against the Washington No Names. What do we expect? But we're here actually on our last step, and that is we're going to take the pulled pork. We've been letting it rest. Remember, we just pulled it out. Got our barbecue sauce, and look at this. Woo. What we're going to do, we actually have the bones. Look at this. Clean off. that big shoulder that we had, not quite as big, is it? But you can see, look at this. Look at that. All that red part you see in here, that, my friends, is all the smoke that's in there. And so all that fat and gristle and everything else that we had, you see how that literally melted away? Look at this. See how you don't see any fat in there? So what we're going to do is we're going to pull all this apart, take the bones out, and then we're going to mix this with barbecue sauce. Unbelievable. Look at that. That is just golden. And you got the bark on the outside. We're going to leave the bark in here just because you like to have a little bit chewy on there. See how easy that is? The key on this is low and slow. So you don't have to. Now, here's the thing. I like having the barbecue sauce on it because I like to make it nice and sweet, and that's the way I do it. But you can also do it without the barbecue sauce on it, and you can do like a vinegar on it and just have it just like that, which is more of the Texas style. They just do the salt and pepper and stuff on there. But take a look at this. Look at this. Ooh. You got the bark on the outside of there, right? But look at that. Look at that smoke. Oh, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, I'm going to pull this, get all the bones out of it, and then we're going to mix it with some barbecue sauce, and it's going to be great. So that's what I have for my game day eats. I hope that you guys enjoyed what I do for football. And I got the deep fryers out there going so I can cook the chicken wings. So much in here. This actually is more than it seems like that I usually have. So I'm going to take some, look at that. I've been pulling through it, and I'm going to take some just to get some down for the troops that are socially distanced. And show you, if I can get this down some, it'll be easier for me to do the rest of it all in one. But you can see that shred, look at that. That's shredded. That's shredded. Now you could just take this, make a nice little sweet vinegar on it, and I might save some of it that way. But for me, come on over here. Here's what I like to do. Look at this. Look at that. Mix that up real good. And then we've got our coleslaw. Gonna put some of that on there. And get a little extra barbecue sauce. If you want to shoot some of that, or some of the mambo sauce. Yeah. Then you really add a little hot sauce. Then you really got something going. Look at that. All right. And that's it right there. And what I do, I go to Restaurant Depot. And I get these little rolls right here. You put a little coleslaw on there, put a little barbecue sauce and some hot sauce. Man, you talking about some good eating. This is really good. But right now, I gotta go check the chicken wings. That's our masterpiece right here. I take the barbecue on there, put it on that fresh roll, a little bit of the coleslaw. I like a couple of slices of fresh jalapeno peppers, a little bit more barbecue sauce on there. Although some people like to put balsamic vinegar, but that's it right there. Man, I'll tell you what, game day, this is what you want to be throwing down. Oh man. I ain't gonna lie. That's 24 hours of love right there. I'm Mark Holmes. And next time, we'll show you Jobu wings. I'll see you soon.